What is up, you horners? It's me, your host once again, Jeremiah Duncan. Welcome back to the channel. Today's review I got for you is a newish film, like within the past few years. I guess it's almost 10 years old now. Anyway, not a bad flick. It's kind of an independent film. If you haven't seen it, I'm talking about the 2015 release of Lost After Dark. Killer cover, by the way. Loved it. So this came out actually in 2015. It is not rated, runs for an hour and 29 minutes. This is released by Anchor Bay, but if you haven't heard of it, let's get you connected. Spring Ball, 1984. Adrian, played by Kendra Timmons, who is in Midnight Sun, winging it, a straight-A student, joins her quarterback crush, Sean, played by Justin Kelly, who is in Maps of the Stars, Big Muddy, and some friends in the sneaking out of their high school dance for some unsupervised mayhem. The teens' party plans hit a snag when they run out of gas on a deserted road. They head out on foot and discover a rundown farmhouse where they hope to find help, but instead they find themselves at the mercy of Junior Jode, a cannibal killer from an urban legend. After the brutal murder of one of their friends, the group's quest for help becomes one for survival. Will anyone survive the night? So overall, not a bad movie. What they tried to do, because I don't know if you saw the little front here and you thought the 80s were dead, they tried to make this feel and look like a retro 80s horror film. They did pretty good with it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. They did pretty good. I love the 80s horror. I love the vibe here. Definitely comes through. Got the teen slasher that was like all in the 80s movies. All that's crammed into one. So it's a fun watch just because they like a throwback, you know. It does feature Sarah Fisher, of course. She was Becky from Degrassi. Features Robert Patrick, who was, of course, T-1000 in the Terminator 2 movies. He was also in The Faculty, Fire in the Sky, and, of course, was also on The X-Files. So it was really weird for me to see him, because every time I see this dude, even when I watch The X-Files, I just want to see, have you seen this boy? That's all I can think of, and it blows me away. But he's a great actor, great actor. There's no real big names, though, throughout this film, other than those little pieces. It's definitely a B movie. But it delivered. Delivered some gore, despite a weak plot, really. I mean, it's kind of a weak plot. It's kind of cookie cutter. There's not really much there. But the acting wasn't great, but it's still enjoyable. I mean, a lot of the movies, especially that they're trying to do with the 80s throwback, a lot of those movies, the acting wasn't great, but they're enjoyable. They did that with this. So shout out to that. It's worth the watch, especially for the nostalgia feel. But it won't hold the test of time. This thing won't stick around like the ones you see in the 80s. It's just a little subpar to that, but it is a fun watch. I suggest to watch it. Is it the greatest thing ever? Absolutely not. Is it worth the watch and you won't be mad that you watched it? Yeah, probably. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. If you've seen it, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, subscribe, hit the death bell for notifications. I got more coming to